Hey there, you guys. Welcome to the Lily Pad Podcast. My name is April. I'm your host. How y'all doing tonight? Oh my goodness, I said y'all. I must be part Southern now. I mean, they do say people change every 7 years, so maybe some Southern got in my blood. Who knows? But happy Sunday. It's 7:02. We are about a week away from Halloween. That's always a good thing. But we're not going to talk about Halloween right now. We're going to talk about what's happening tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I'm having surgery. Surgery on my right hand. And I'm right-handed. So the next 3 months are going to be entertaining, amongst other things. I have bone on bone in my right thumb joint. And Google this. They're taking the trapezium bone out of my hand and putting some tendon from my forearm in place of it. So this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be very interesting because I think I'm going to be in a, if I'm remembering correctly, of course, I'll be in a splint of some sort for the first 10 days because, you know, from initial swelling and stitches. Then he said stitches come out and I get a cast. Then I go back to a splint. I don't know, but I just know the next 3 months I'm going to be left-handed. So that'll be fun. I'm not going to lie. I'm very nervous for surgery. It's been many years since I've had any kind of procedure done. Now this is day surgery, so I'm going under what they call a twilight sleep. So it's not general anesthesia, which is good. And I'm hoping to be home probably in the afternoon. So I was advised by my uncle Frank, said, you know, when it comes to things like that, be on top of your medicine because if you're not ahead of the game, the pain is going to be, well, it's going to be there and it's going to be hard to deal with. So it's one of the things that people should always remember when you're having procedures like that. And it's an invasive one, too. So it's not going to be fun. But all of that complaining, not so much complaining, but yeah, a little bit, maybe some whining. It's needed because the quality of my hand is gonna that's a new word. It's going to decrease even more so than it has already. It's gone to the point where, like, sometimes opening jars or even, like, tearing up paper hurts my hand. I mean, my hand is in pain every single day, whether it's a low-level pain. And, I mean, yeah, forget about it if I bang my hand. Like, it doesn't take much to bring me to tears. I was taking something out of the microwave, and this was after, because I had one cortisone shot in my hand back in August. And it didn't do so much because I waited so long to have this looked at. So I was, the microwave was behind the chair I was sitting in. So I was, twisted, to the microwave, grabbed it. And I almost dropped, it was either my spoon or my fork. And I went to grab it. Well, this part of my hand, the joint that hurts, slammed against the back of the chair. And I almost screamed. My eyes got all watery. My face got red. And I looked at my mom and said, this is why I need surgery. So people out there, if you have any kind of ailments or things like that, especially when it comes to joint pain, don't procrastinate. Just have it looked at. Find out if it's anything you need to alleviate the pain, like if it's a cortisone shot. I mean, and those kind of suck, but they do work. I get cortisone in my left knee because that too has a little bone on bone action going on, but it seems to help out my knee not too bad, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's the next joint I get to work on, but that isn't until way down the road when I am at weight that I want to be at. I'm only about maybe 1/3 of the way there, which is fine. I'll take it. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I know a lot of you have to go back to work tomorrow, so I hope you have a good week. Email me any of your surgery stories. I want to hear them. April@thelilypadpodcast.com or thelilypadpodcast@gmail.com. gmail.com. I don't know. I make myself laugh sometimes. But yeah, tell me your surgery stories. I guess, like I always say, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, I am going to try to post pictures on my Facebook page and Instagram. I don't think I'll be able to get any, and I'd like to get some incision pictures before they wrap it, but I'm going to be out of it tomorrow, so that's definitely not going to happen. But maybe when he goes to take the stitches out, I'll try to take a picture of it. I know I'm weird. I've embraced it. You either love it or you hate it. I don't care. And, you know, I fell down the stairs about, like 10, 11 years ago, and I got like 13 stitches right, basically along the baseline of my my left eyebrow. And that's like a whole other story. I'll get into that another time. But needless to say, I had asked the woman in the emergency room, because she kind of had it half stitched, and I wanted to take a picture of it for my guy friends. And she just looked at me like I was crazy. She's like, no, I'm going to continue sewing your face together. You're not taking any pictures. Put the phone down. Anyway, yeah, that's me. So, like I said, have a great week. Email me your stories, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Let me go, let me say everything is not okay. Can't recognize you anymore. Nothing's like it was before. Oh, 'cause I can understand you, darling. Feels like I never be in love. If you could only understand me and show me that you want my love. We keep running.
Welcome back to the show. My name is April. You're listening to the Lily Pad podcast. It's 7:14 now. Almost 8 o'clock. I wonder what's on tonight on the television. Probably won't even watch anything. I'll be down here in the basement probably until I go to bed. I'm hoping I can go to sleep tonight because, like I said, I'm a bit nervous about my surgery. So I'm going to tell you, I had a fantastic dinner tonight. I'm going to switch gears to something I truly love, and that would be food. I made beef short ribs in the crock pot today. So I ended up having to use 2 crock pots because after putting the short ribs in there, which were ginormous, apparently they didn't look as big in the package, but they were huge. Between those and the potatoes, the carrots, and I put a whole onion in there, and the broth, and all that good stuff, and the seasonings, it was literally right at the rim. So I decided to split it up. Thank God I had 2 crock pots. My God. Thank God. So anyway, I took, like I said, half out. Now, before I put the short ribs in, I pan-seared them. I seasoned them. I put very little, like just a coating of oil in the skillet there. And I just seasoned them with salt and pepper and pan-seared them, on each side a little bit. Just so that it helps, keep the moisture in. Not that they were going to come out dry. They're beef short ribs. They have plenty of, fat and stuff in them, which I don't technically like. I always prefer leaner meat, but I love pot roast. And sometimes it's that fat that gives it a lot of flavor. See, when it comes to fat and things like that with me, like on chicken wings, it has to be crunchy or I can't eat the skin. If it's slimy, it grosses me out completely. It's like a texture thing. Flavor-wise, it's whatever, but it's a texture. I'm not a fan of things like that. But anyway, so I pan-seared them. Put them in the crock pot, and like I said, I did not have enough room, so I split them up, and I started them at 10:30 this morning, and we ate around 5:30. So 7 hours was pretty good. Now, I added mushrooms, but I added mushrooms at 4, because I kept them whole, and mushrooms take minutes to cook anyway, so. Oh, Groupon Goods. They sent me an email. Anyway, so I made a gravy as well. So I took some of the juice out of the crock pots, each one, and I started a roux. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically I put some butter in a pan, started warming it up, added a little flour so it turned it into this paste, and then I added the juice to it, stirred it up, and it makes a nice thick gravy. It needed a little something else, so I added a little more onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper, and it was fine. It was very good, actually. So the dinner came out great, and I believe I did post everything on my Facebook page already and my Instagram, so go check out the pictures. It was yummy, 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 and it was really funny because doing the dishes and everything, I'm saying to myself, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do dishes for 3 months. I mean, at least until I get the second splint on the tail end of everything, because I don't know if it's going to be a full... I don't know. I'm not even sure how big, but I know my arm is going to be a mess for a while. So I was trying to tell my mom not to help me tonight because this poor woman's going to be doing a lot more of the heavy duty stuff when I'm incapacitated. Did I say that right? Because I usually do the food shopping because with the pandemic and COVID, I do most of the shopping. I try to let her stay home as much as possible. I mean, she gets out. I mean, I try not to keep her a prisoner in her own home. Although in the beginning I did. I nicknamed myself the warden. But she is going to definitely help me out a lot with some of that stuff. I mean, I'm going to do as much as I can. I even told her, once I'm off the pain meds, next week, because I don't think they only give you a little bit these days. And I don't like taking those pain pills anyway yet. I mean, I don't. I never did. But when it comes to post-surgery, I take them as required, and then I, get off them as quickly as I can. But I told her, I said, the second I can start driving, I'll go back to food shopping. I just won't, use my right hand, obviously, clearly. It's going to be interesting trying to do some household things, but I got a lot of my stuff done. I cleaned this. The studio is immaculate now. It's so nice. Posted those pictures as well. Changed my sheets on my bed. All my laundry's done. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I have to switch something over to the dryer, but pretty much my laundry's done. But anyway, back to dinner. The food was fantastic, and let me tell you, I get a lot of my recipes on Pinterest. If you guys haven't been on Pinterest, you should. And I was just actually looking on it on my phone. I have over 50, what do they call them? The categories. I have like over 50 different categories. And I'm going to tell you the biggest one is probably the recipes one because it's food. I have one that's called air fryer, one that's raw/vegan recipes. That one's fairly new. I have a ramen one and one that I just call foodies, I believe it is. And that's all the real unhealthy stuff like donuts and caramel corn and Christmas crack, which is saltines, caramel, and chocolate. And you make them yourself. And it's funny, but if I bring that up to my friend Jeff, he starts to gag because one Christmas he said that he ate so much of this stuff that it made him sick to his stomach. I think he even threw up. I'd have to check on that. But so whenever I mention it or send a picture to him, he tells me how much he hates me. But I tried making it, and it came out pretty good. I used a little too much caramel, though. But there's so many things that you can find on Pinterest. I have, as a whole, 4,927 pins altogether. I have one that's tattoo, ideas for the house, nature, beautiful places. I mean, some of them I could probably combine. I have a cute one about animals, glow in the dark. Yeah, I like a little bit of everything. Oh, shoes. Oh, there's only 2 pins in that one. Well, anyway, so Pinterest is a very good place to find some new and exciting ideas for pretty much almost anything you're looking to do. So check it out and follow me. I think I don't even know what my actual Pinterest name is. I think I'm just under myself. April? Yeah, it just says April. It's got this little picture of it's green with tree on it floating. I'm not even quite sure where I got that picture. But anyway, yeah, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, things like that. And other than that, I'm gonna have to say it's been a good day so far, and it's only Sunday, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Lately nothing's coming my way. Keep drowning every bit of my devotion, sinking deeper every day. And lately I am missing my reflection in every muddy puddle on the pavement, driving every thought into distortion. But I will get it up, work even harder. My mama used to say that it's the way it goes. Feelings gonna make me smarter, and to realize that the river always ends up in the ocean. Nothing we could ever do about it. Nothing we could ever do but let it flow. The river always ends up in the ocean. Nothing we could ever do about it. No, nothing we could ever do but let it flow. The river could be rising on the mountains, climbing high enough to see the sky, to light up all the colors of its motion, leave every obstacle behind. I promise it could happen any day now, and soon enough I'll also see the light, get a little glimpse of my emotions. Yeah, I will get it up, work even harder. My mama used to say that it's the way it goes. Feelings gonna make me smarter, and to realize that the river always ends up in the
Hey, welcome back to the Lily Pad podcast. My name is April, your host. So I gotta tell you guys something kind of funny. Not that you need to know about my showering techniques, but I've been trying to practice being left-handed for the past I don't know, like week and a half, 2 weeks. Once let's see what date. The 15th of October was my follow-up. So since the 15th, I have been trying to do more things with my left hand. Well, let me just tell you, I have tried a few times to shower using only my left hand and keeping my right hand and arm just kind of like up and out of the way. It is not easy trying to clean yourself with one hand. And the one hand that you have to use is the one that you're not predominantly using. So if you are right-handed and have to use your left hand, it's like a double whammy. Let's see what else. I mean, not that you guys need to know this, but just think about all the things that you do on a daily basis: taking a shower, brushing your teeth, eating, going to the bathroom, dressing yourself. Try doing that without using one hand, and let it be the hand that you don't use all the time. This is extremely, extremely hilarious. And also, well, what I actually have been trying to do is, as far as writing is concerned, I've been trying to write with like, like letting the pen, balance itself. I don't know, in like between my pinky, my rinky. I'm sorry, my pinky finger and my ring finger on my right hand, trying to write like that. It's a little weird. But I'll tell you, it is not easy working without a hand. You take for granted what your body does and how you use it every day, even on a small scale. I mean, and it's one of your hands. Oh my God, it's one of my hands. I'm going to be one-handed for 3 months. Yay! Can't wait. But regardless of all the whining and complaining that I sounded like I've been doing this whole episode, I'm looking forward. I'm looking past the immediate post-op situation I'm going to be dealing with. I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be uncomfortable. I mean, when you have surgery of any kind, you're not going to like how you feel afterwards. I mean, it's a natural thing. I mean, nobody wants to go under the knife, but I'm thinking long term and how I'm going to feel once I'm all healed up. I'm not going to have pain every day. The doctor was honest with me as far as my expectations. I mean, I'm not planning on having superhuman strength and picking up a cinder block with my right hand. I couldn't do it before. But being able to shovel and tear up paper and just open a jar without worrying about being able to do it because my hand hurts so much. So I'm thinking in the future here. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm making the steps to get myself in a healthier place. And I have to just tread through the crap before I get to the happy place. So that being said, I am looking forward to tomorrow because I know I'm making a very big step towards the health of my hand and my joint. And I urge you, if there's anything going on with you that you think is off or you think something might not be right, nobody knows you like you. And it's kind of like when you have a car, you can tell it's like, hey, this isn't running right, or my brakes seem funny, or whatever it is. But when something is off. So get yourself looked at because, like I said, I'm looking forward to happier times in the future, and I'm proud of myself for dealing with the fear of what I'm about to deal with, and I'm proud of myself for being courageous. I'm not tooting my own horn. I am not that kind of person. But, you have to give yourself kudos sometimes when you're doing something that's right for you. So And I'm taking care of something health-wise, so I'm very happy about that. So this leads into my final thought, and I've decided to try to do this once in a while with my episodes because I feel that people don't take enough time sometimes just to sit with themselves in a quiet room. You don't necessarily have to go into a full meditative state or whatnot, but it's like just sit somewhere and just be, even if it's for 3 minutes. And I have a song that I'm going to play. So sit down, put your feet up, relax, try to mentally prepare yourself for the new week that's amongst us right now. And just remember this, and this is a phrase from Anne Frank. What a wonderful thought it is that some of the best days of our lives haven't happened yet. That is very, very, very true. Stay safe. Email me anytime, april@thelilypadpodcast.com or thelilypadpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll be seeing you on the Lily Pad.